STMLT, or Stimulate as we know them. Look, this is a group who I was slightly late to the party with. I mean, they've still only got what? Oh no, they got 500,000 subscribers. Okay. Look, I've heard so many things about what they did in the past and how they had a saxophone player and everything. So what I wanted to do today is I'm literally going to go and I'm going to just find their first music video and see where they started, because I don't know. Then again, it's saying they got 1.8 thousand videos, so I'm a little bit concerned how... Okay, this looks very different. Okay, so they started off with tattoos and all kinds of things. Okay. So I'm looking for a music video. Wait, this is this is them doing a first take style cover. Okay, let's move past that. So I just want to find their first music video, and then we'll dive in from there. Okay, yeah. I mean, I actually, to be honest, I did not know they had this many videos. It could be modeling stuff. Okay, this is not what I expected at all. This is the band, right? Yeah, I'm on the right page. Yeah, this is just okay. Were they just like social media influencers first? How far am I going to have to go to find a music video? Okay, cling film on the toilet. That is an old joke. Come on, keep fresh. Your social media influencers keep fresh. What? Oh yeah, we've all seen this before. The thing, how many elastic bands can you put around was it melon before it explodes? I can't remember the names of fruits now. Is that okay? So were they just Were they just social media pranksters? Or was it different people? I heard they've had member changes. This does not look like the same people. Okay, now I'm just reacting to this. What is going on here? This is STMLT, right? I did start on their page. I'm looking for... No, that's not a music video. What is going on? All right, guys, you're going to have to... I knew that there was a lot of... Wait, is this it? Oh, that's 20 minutes. Halloween. Okay, 20-minute Halloween thing. Okay. That can't be a music video. You guys told me there was a lot of stuff in there past that Oh, there we go. There's a music video. 412,000 views. So they were pretty famous before this. I mean, look at these. You've got videos here, like 100,000 views. So they were famous. Okay, so this is something, I thought they just came up as a famous band. They had a lot of social media presence, first of all. Okay, this is not something I was aware of. In all the time I've been talking about STMLT, I've been talking about them like they're like a little band who've just exploded out of nowhere. But they had been around for a while. They got pranks, modeling videos. They are like a YouTuber-y band, aren't they? Apologies for anyone who got in the comments and told me this before, but this is not what I expected. All right, so Shigeki. Have I done Shigeki? I don't think I've done Shigeki. I think someone might have mentioned Shigeki to me before. Let's open it up. All right. So this is their first music video, I'm guessing. I am really fascinated because this is coming off the back of just all that stuff we've just seen there. So if this suddenly turns out to be a metal song, I'm going to be like really confused. I heard that they had a saxophonist originally, and so I'm expecting... I don't know, but this is kind of... In a way, this is not what I expected, but this is what I'm excited for, because I knew their past was very different from their last couple of songs, like Anti-Mental and all that stuff we've been listening to recently. I'm intrigued. Okay, this reframes everything in a big way. Let's check this out. 4 minutes and 11. Okay, I'm going to need a lot of comments from you guys. Maybe, should we be checking out more of their non-music stuff? I don't know. You let me know. Let's go. All right. Okay, we're starting rock. There's the saxophone. Yeah. Nice little bass line in there. I see what you guys meant about the keyboard player was doing the screams in these before. Ooh, nice chord pattern. That's a very J-pop chord progression. nice. Yeah, everything about this sounds much more kind of like J-pop does rock. But I mean that in a good way. I like these nice fleshed out chord patterns in the chorus. Loving that saxophone. I want more of the saxophone and more of the keyboard to really fill up the... But she's the singer who I think left during their recent hiatus. I love her voice. And that's a nice, big, anthemic, melodic bridge. In a way, this was everything you guys told me it was going to be, and yet it still is like really... Yeah. Oh, we're going to start scratching, are we? Like, in a way... They even got a rooftop into their video. That's how you know they're a proper Japanese band. Always have a rooftop. Or should be a crossing. And those string sounds coming from the keyboard as well. Strings, piano, saxophone, so much going on. That saxophone's so cool. I want more of that as well. Everything in this is cool. I really like this. Okay, this is a lot to get my head around. I really liked that. Now, the voice that kept creeping into the back of my head, creeping into the back of my head during that was, do I like this more than the modern stuff like anti-metal, well, modern stuff that's coming out in the last year or so? It's almost impossible to say because it's so different. But in a way, there's something about this that I wonder, how would have I felt if I had been a fan when this came out? How would I feel about the new stuff now? Because in a way, the new stuff now is so creative, but it is veering towards that metal direction that a lot of other bands are doing. There's a lot of bands doing kind of like girls metal. You could say there's a lot of bands doing pop as well, but this in a way feels like a more... it's got that feeling of like, hey, you play saxophone, I play keyboard, she plays guitar, let's all get together and make a band. And that's kind of like a really cool way of starting projects. It's when you can kind of get that randomness that gives you all kinds of stuff that you wouldn't expect. And so in a lot of ways, this to me feels like something that there's a spark of something much more abnormal and unusual in here that I kind of really love. I love this starting point. So I guess it's probably not productive for me to compare this. Nice shot. Probably not productive for me to compare this to the modern stuff. I am really sad that she's obviously left the group. I hope she's going to do new things. And I still believe that STMLT, with the other lady who's come in subsequently, I still believe they can do really great things with her. But I hope they keep a melodic, clean vocal in there and they don't just go heavy constantly now. Because they've lost her, they've lost the saxophonist from what I've heard. That's two very... They've lost a lot of the things that give them that melodic area and gone into a more heavy direction. So I don't know. We'll see how things go. But I'm excited. And again, it's not productive to compare this to new stuff. Let's just review this in its own sense. In its own sense, trying to remove that feeling of how this would have made me feel about the future and how this feels as a starting point, and just looking at it as a song This is really nice. I like this. Could have done with a bit more of a saxophone. I felt the saxophone was almost kept a little bit low in the mix in areas, but yeah, it's such a unique sound. Pop it up, give it a little. Don't just have it for the riffs. Have it playing loud in the refrain, and then the background just have some more quiet bits. There are a couple of quiet bits, but you can have a little bit more saxophone just moving around. Love the keyboard. The keyboard was split between sort of piano at the low end and then some strings up high, playing some held notes. That was nice. I don't know if she was. It didn't look like she was two layer in that, but that was really cool. You had the screamed vocals in there as well, but they were kind of done like in the mix quite low, just enough to give some punch. But it was there, it was energetic, it was forceful, but it was like nicely mixed into everything. Guitar work in this was awesome. I'm talking about all the unusual instruments, but I have to give a lot of credit to the guitar. I love that. The guitar solos were really cool, really well handled, and then it was quite an like a thin sounding guitar, quite a high pitched sounding guitar, but I think that was intentionally because this was quite a thick mix of sounds going on here, especially with the piano towards the lower end as well, that you kind of needed the guitar to be a little bit higher to give a bit more room. And again, they're not going for heavy. All the instruments are supposed to work together. And that's kind of the thing about this song. Everything felt like it worked together. There was this really nice rounded feel to everything. Bass work was great as well. Most of it was fairly sort of following the general pattern of what was going on, but there was some nice little bass runs and fills in there. Loved that. Drum work was really cool. Really sort of held everything together. And she's a great vocalist. Really love what she did here. So again, not comparing this to new stuff. I love new stuff, but in a very different way. It does. I can see the connection, but it does feel like a different band. This was awesome. I really enjoyed this. I liked this a lot. I got to be honest. I really liked this. I love that. It starts off. Most of the song is in a fairly, very simple chord pattern, but when you get into the chorus, you're paid off rather than everything exploding into some big, loud noise. And the sort of what we usually expect from a chorus is everything gets pumped up. This was more just like you got a melodic payoff. You got that nice long melody and chord pattern. Everything had a big melodic payoff in the chorus. The bridge was lovely, went melodic bridge that flowed beautifully into the final crescendo. This was great. Did it have enough to make it stand out amongst the other sort of melodic hard rock pop songs out there? Maybe not. This wouldn't be, if I was hearing this for the first time, I probably wouldn't be going, oh wow, that is like, oh my god, so different from everything else. But it's got enough spark of interest from the saxophone to just the good quality writing to the amount of layering going on here. I feel like this would definitely be something where I'd be like, I've got to keep an eye on that. Reminds me a little bit actually of Alia, a band who are very popular in Japan, haven't gained so much success outside of Japan, but I really love Alia. Done some of my all-time favourite songs they have. And this reminds you a little bit of them. They got a violinist rather than a saxophonist, but they kind of do that very thick, like it's rock, but it has all the sort of interesting sounds and like sparkle of like a pop song in that. It has all these interesting things going on and is very melodically focused. So in a way, this kind of reminds me more of Alia and music like that. And so I really enjoyed this. I love this. Shame that this I don't know. I like what they're doing at the moment, but I would love to have this. I wish they would just two bands that still existed. I want to see what she's doing, the singer. Maybe the singer and the saxophonist will get together to do a different project. I don't know. I'd love to know. Guys, there is so much you need to tell me. First of all, wait, what the fuck is going on with STMLT's page before this song came out? Guys, I'm going to need some information on all of this. Tell me what's going on in the future with the singer. What happened to the saxophonist? What was going on before this came out? What is this whole STMLT thing? Because it's not what I thought it was. I just need information. But in the meantime, I really enjoyed this. I love what they're doing at the moment, and I'm surprised how much I enjoyed what they were doing here at the beginning. Great stuff. Get in the comments, tell me what you think. Until I hopefully see you very soon in Japan for the next one of these. I need more coffee. Like the jug's empty, the cup's empty. I'm out of coffee. Let's go alarm water instead. It's not satisfactory. So for now, ciao.